gentlemen, and welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin, this is my co-host Teddy, and today we're checking out another gaming headset. This time it's the Plantronics Rig multi-platform gaming headset. So let's dive straight in then. Now you might be wondering what the Rig stands for, and we'll explain that first. So, as you can see, it's quite normal, but obviously has no cables. So it comes with two cables. This is the one most you guys that'll be gaming will use, which is just the cable with the microphone there, so you can just plug it in. Oh, there we go, like that. There's also these air cups fold over, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So, then you have the single cable, like normal, so some have two cables, but you know, it depends on the headset. Then what happens is that they go into this guy right here. So the headphone, this wire goes in, this cable I should say, goes in this side, and then these two will go to your computer. So one will go in your normal audio jack, and then the USB. Then this little one right here, well, let me show you guys. This one can go to your mobile phone. So basically, what does this allow? Okay, so to explain it in the most basic way I can. So there's this switch here which switches between the gaming and your phone, and it's basically a mixer. So you can listen to music on your phone, mix it in with your game. There's these volume adjusters on the side. There's a big one around the entire thing. This is like a master volume turny thing, I suppose I could say. Now there's three other buttons down here. There's a mute button, pretty standard there. There's this button which changes the equalization, so you can have whatever type you like, and then this one over here is to call, well, it's a call or end call button. So that means if you get a call when you have your cell phone plugged in, you don't need to fumble anything, you just hit that one button, you can still be wearing a gaming headset and keep gaming and answer the call just like that. What do I think of this? Well, as you can see, it's pretty, I mean, I'm probably not the best person to ask, because you should most likely be able to just set this up and then leave it. So that'll be good for those people out there. But personally, I find it a little bit, it adds too much clutter. It's a little bit unnecessary. I know what they were trying to do, but personally I'm not a fan. And also, if you want to use this, say, with your phone, just as a nice headset when you're out, there's also another attachment with it, which I don't know what I did with it. But it's just the standard. It's just a cable down there, has some volume, has some controls on it, and an inline microphone, so you can answer calls when you're out and about with this. But you'd look pretty hardcore out in public with these on, that's for sure. I'm not really a big fan of them. I'd rather just use earbuds, something a little bit more discreet. That's my personal opinion. Alright, so now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk more about this. So it can connect to PC or Mac standard, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, smartphones and tablets, great. It has the three EQ profiles, which are, which I was just talking about, pure, intensify, and seismic. Basically, all I noticed between these was that the bass kind of gets a bit more heavy the higher you go up. So that's quite cool. 50mm drivers in here. And yeah, I've just explained about all the cables and how the rig works. Hopefully that clears it up for you guys, because some people don't quite understand with it. Now, looks-wise. So, looks-wise, I thought these looked quite basic to me. Yeah, it didn't really do a hell of a lot for me. I mean, they're a neutral color aside from the ear cups themselves, which we swing around, which are orange, but I mean, that's not the end of the world, because when you're wearing them, you're not going to be seeing that anyways. So, but overall, yeah, I think these just look okay to me. They look a bit too basic. I'd rather a bit more at this price bracket. I think they would, yeah, it could just do with a bit more, personally. But as I said, neutral color is good, means it'll go with everything, so that's really nice as well. Now, comfort-wise, so these things look like the ear cups. They may look like they're a little bit on the small side, but they're actually not. They're quite good. And this padding here is memory foam, which is quite cool. I really like memory foam as a material. So these ear cups themselves are just super, super comfortable. My God, they're so comfortable. Around your ears. You don't feel like they're gonna, like, you get that overheating feeling in your around your ears or anything. Nothing like that. Just great breathability, great just comfort, absolutely perfect. I really, really like it. And there's not much clamping force either, which also makes them really comfortable. But where it does go a little bit astray is that there's not enough padding on the headband for me personally. It's very little of it. So although these are extremely light, I still felt it cut in a little bit on the top of my head, and it wasn't very comfortable in that sense. It's kind of bizarre for a headset to be very comfortable around your ears and then not very comfortable on the headband. Usually from ones I tested in the past, it's usually the other way around. So that was quite strange. But overall, comfort-wise, aside from the headband, which, I mean, this is only a slight discomfort. It's not like you put it on and you're like, oh my god, I can't wear these. It's still fine. Now the sound quality. Now that's the main thing when you're going to be using these guys. So the 50mm drivers go insanely loud, so that's going to be good for everyone out there. You're never going to run out of volume for these. They go super bassy as well, especially on some of those higher EQ settings. So that's good for some people. Definitely good if you're listening to certain types of music. It just sounds really good, and in certain games it's really good. Really intensifies explosions and gunshots and all that stuff, which is good. Some people though might not like it. You can set it down quite a bit, but even on the lowest setting it's quite intense. Personally though, I really liked it. I thought it sounded awesome. It's just a really good sounding in music. It's just really good with movies and in the games. But as I said, it just depends more on how much you like bass, because on the high settings is really crazy. It's like real in the club type sound. So yeah, I personally really liked it, but some of you out there might not like it as much. Now the mic quality is really clear, but it's a little on the quiet side for me personally. I mean, if you speak up a bit, it's going to be fine. But yeah, you might have to raise your voice more than you would normally talk for it to come up kind of at a normal amount. It's just a little bit on the quiet side, but still very clear, so that's good for calls, gaming, streaming, all that fun stuff. It's going to do you really well. And build quality wise, it's pretty plastic fantastic. There's not much metal on it at all, except for the ends of the air cups here, but that's about it. I mean, that's not that bad. It still feels really well built in the sense that it wouldn't break easily. These air cups, as I said earlier, will fold like this, so that means packing them away sometimes will be easier. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. This kind of, it's like loose, but it's loose in the way that it doesn't feel like it's badly built, just more like they made it kind of a little bit more loose so that it would flex and not break that easily. So that's what I have to say about that. Now, let's get to the conclusion. So, looks wise, meh. For me personally, I think it looks pretty average. It doesn't do heaps for me, but it doesn't look that bad. So I think they're just kind of averagey when it comes to looks for me personally. They're very comfortable, especially around the ear cups. Really good in that sense. Just the headband could use a little bit more padding, I think, and that would make it quite a bit better. Sound quality is excellent for gaming, music, everything. Bit on the bassy side, but still quite a good quality to the sound. I really liked it. Mic is clear, but as I said, a little bit on the quiet side. Build quality is decent, but no premium materials, which is a little bit of a letdown. And overall, I think it's a pretty good headset for the most part. The whole stuff with the rig is a bit gimmicky, I find personally. I mean, some people might use it, but I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of it. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. What's that, Teddy? There's things better at the same price or similar pricing? Teddy is right this time. I agree with you, Teddy. So, with the price point it's coming in at in New Zealand, you could get a HyperX Cloud, the original. I still haven't tested Cloud 2. I'll get onto that eventually. Or Siberia V3s, which I would probably recommend over this guy. Unless you're going to really use the rig and everything, I think the HyperX Cloud is overall just still a superior headset. And I think the Siberia V3s have a better sound quality. Maybe not as bassy, but overall I just think the Siberia V3s have very good sound quality. Of course, you don't get with the Siberias, their flexi headband. This feels great and they're really light, so comfort-wise they're probably slightly better as well. But that's going to end out this review of the Plantronics Rig multi-platform gaming headset. So let me know if you liked the video. I'm sorry guys, there hasn't been that many like GPU videos and stuff. Just in general, if you look around, most of the channels haven't been really that many because there's nothing out at the moment, aside from the time next. So yeah, but I will be doing them soon, and as soon as the 300 series come out, we're going to do that fully. There's going to be heaps of AMD 300 series videos when all those cards come out, so you're going to have heaps then. So we'll just do other things until they come out, or if any other GPUs come out in the meantime, then we might do them. But right now there's not really that much in terms of GPUs or CPUs at the moment, so just hang in there and we'll have lots more of those videos soon enough. I thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to Showdown if you haven't already, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.